Welcome to the Morning Vantage, episode number 42. Love y'all. Hit the like button, gang. Let's go ahead and get into it. Yeah, we about to start some sugar honey iced tea.
Mayor, I want to ask you about the city council pushing for an investigation into whether the NYPD has shared sealed records with ICE, what could be a violation of local law. Can you confirm whether the NYPD or any other local agency is collaborating with federal immigration enforcement?
We've made it clear over and over again that we will not collaborate with any agencies when it comes to civil enforcement. The law does not allow us to do that, but we will collaborate when it comes down to criminal enforcement. And it's unfortunate that the city council chooses to use their power to find out if there's any collaboration instead of really advocating for going after those who commit serious crimes, acts of violence, not only on New Yorkers, but also on migrants and asylum seekers, forcing women into prostitution, selling drugs, shooting at police officers, assaulting individuals. Our focus should be on protecting innocent New Yorkers. We're not collaborating with anyone when it comes down to civil enforcement. But I said this before and I'm saying it again. ICE is not a criminal organization. It's a federal law enforcement organization like our other federal partners, and we will use them to protect innocent people in this city.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back. I am Van, and we are all the LFR family. Thank you so much for pulling up and clicking the play button. Hopefully you hit that like button as well. Today, we are on episode number 42. You just now listened to Mayor Eric Adams on CNN. They thought that they was going to get him to admit that ICE was some type of criminal organization, or they was doing something shady, and he was just clearing it up. No, what they're doing is necessary. If it weren't for the last administration trying to dump all of these illegal immigrants on our laps and try to build up the build up the nation for fake votes and get them to spend money that taxpayers have put in their pockets, then we wouldn't be dealing with this mess right now. So now ICE has to do their job, and people have an issue with it. So Mayor Eric Adams went on CNN, said what they didn't want him to say, and obviously they shut him down. What y'all think about this, man? I'm excited to be here with y'all today. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you share this bad boy by hitting the share button below the video and sharing it on Reddit, LinkedIn, Facebook groups, and X. Tag me so I can show you some love. I just now discovered a whole bunch of stories that have been going on throughout the United States over the last week or so that have been buried by mainstream media. And I wonder why. But I want y'all to think about this too. Why do they have us so hyper-focused on the riots right now? I have my own theory, and I'm gonna let you know that I'm gonna let you know what it is. Sorry to be all tripped up this morning. It's early. I had a lot on my plate. I have a lot on my plate. I have a lot on my mind as well. But let me just go ahead and clear this up first. Hopefully you've given God all praise, glory, and honor for waking you up for another day, giving you another day to get it right. I'm tripping up, guys. My nephew's graduation is going on right now. Unfortunately, I'm not able to be there and show support because I'm here with you guys. I have obligations, and my live stream is one of them. Shout out to Dave Anderson and Mika for being on our last couple of live streams. I really appreciate them for being on our live streams. Shout out to all of the individuals who reached out to me with the word coach, and I'm now coaching them in our group calls and whatnot. Shout out to them, man. They're doing some amazing work. Love you guys. Y'all are killing it. Keep your head up. Keep inspiring and motivating each other. Y'all are so dope. I even got a couple of them as my moderators. And some of these individuals are really big content creators that you all love and you all know. I'm not going to mention them, but I'm sure if you don't know them now, you will find out. But they're dope individuals. So got a lot on my plate, and what they say, burning the candle on both ends. I've been doing a lot of that for the last week or so. Just now got back from vacation. I'm trying to get back on my bike and start riding again. you know, not a literal bike, but figurative bike. I'm talking about for success in the live streams and everything, coaching, and it's just a lot, but it's not too much, because what did God say? He will never put more on us than we can bear. That comes from 1 Corinthians 10:13. Please let me know where you're watching this, what state you're watching it in, what country you're watching this in. If you're watching me on a TV screen, if you're listening to me in your car on the way to work, whatever the case may be, just let me know in the comments, guys. Y'all have been so supportive up to this point, and I'm so appreciative. All right, let's jump into it. Y'all see that young man whose face is on our thumbnail? That story happened a week ago. That young guy went to a school graduation, a high school graduation, shot somebody in the head. They found him with a machine gun. And guess what? You haven't heard about it. Why do you think that is? It's because mainstream media buried it. Look at the picture again on the thumbnail. Why do you think mainstream media buried it? I'll answer that for you. It's because he's the wrong color. They're always pushing propaganda. Mainstream media have an agenda. They have billionaires to answer to. If the agenda is not pushing us toward whatever propaganda that whoever their dollar person, the person pushing, writing their checks, want them to push, they're not going to share it with us. And that's unfortunate. They will wait until they are no longer working for mainstream media. They will write a book and they will sell us this information that they should give us for free. I think Jake Tapper just now did the exact same thing. And a lot of people have been calling him out for it. This is one reason why sometimes when you pull up on my live streams, I'm a little upset. I don't like being played with. I don't like having the wool pulled over my eyes. As American citizens, this information should come to us for free. That's what these news sources are for. They're supposed to operate with integrity. They do not. They operate based off of whoever writes their checks. And they are destroying this nation with misinformation. And then they say that content creators are the ones putting misinformation out here. When we are the ones putting the truth out there, we are the ones risking our own asses because we're not covered by no big old organization. We can be shut down and censored on every single platform simply because we want to learn the truth. And then when we do learn the truth, we try to give the truth to our people who follow us and put your faith and your trust in us. And that's not right. All right. So that's the reason why I was so pissed off when Elon Musk and Trump started getting a little skirmish, and it was so public because I thought that Elon was better than that. Just keeping it a buck. I thought Elon Musk was better than that. Unfortunately, he got a little butthurt that things weren't going his way in the Trump administration because he realized that Trump is more fair than he thought he was. Unfortunately, Elon Musk, you cannot control Trump. Nobody can. And you know that now. And that's why he's backing away from his original statements that he put out there on X. On his own platform, he's getting rid of tweets, and he does not have to. That's his platform. What's going to happen to him if he leaves them up? What's going to happen to him if he leaves them up? So the purpose of removing these tweets are pointless. But I already told y'all that another reason why they're doing this stuff, in my mind, is to get us to look away from what's happening around the world. They don't want us to pay attention to what's happening in Ukraine and Russia. They don't want us to pay attention to what's happening in Israel, in Iran and Palestine. They don't want us to pay attention to those things. There's many other things that could negatively impact this world as a whole, and they want to regain our focus on something else. What was it before the LA riots? It was Diddy. It was Diddy. Had the whole world talking about Diddy. Who in the hell gives a damn about Diddy? I used to listen to Biggie Smalls, one of his biggest artists. I think his biggest artist that he ever had under him. Pause, no Diddy. But they would distract us from real news so that we not piss a fit and demand answers. Well, I have not seen people talking about Ukraine for a minute, Ukraine and Russia for a minute. Why is that? I'm not going to answer that because guess what? On this platform of YouTube, which is a liberal platform, I thought it was more in the center. I thought it was more in the middle. It even pissed me off to find out that even they are being controlled. Am I risking my YouTube career by speaking like this? Absolutely. But guess what? I'm bold. I have God on my side. I don't operate in fear. Once I pray about it, I no longer worry about it. But that does not mean I won't get pissed off and speak my piece, because I will. I was raised in a different type of way. All right. I was raised in the trenches. I was raised in the darkness, but we are now in the light. And since I put God and family before anything, I don't operate in fear. All right. I'm not saying I'm super fearless or anything like that. You know, I get afraid from time to time, just like anybody. And I make sure I got something on me to protect myself, just like anyone. But it's only but so much we can do against spirits and principalities. And for that, I give it over to God, and I just move the way I'm supposed to move. All right. We got a lot of stuff that we're going to discuss today. I'm glad that you guys are with me this morning. If I get too angry, throw a joke or two inside the chat just to calm a brother down. But before we move forward, let me know how patriotic you are by putting some American flags inside of the chat to let these people know who feel like they can force themselves onto us from other countries, waving their own flags and burning ours. You let them know that we are patriots. We're going to stand on all 10 toes, and we ain't letting nobody bully us. I need y'all to put them flags inside the chat right now. All right. And thanks again for pulling up. Let me see who's up in the building with us today. All right. Who we got? I see them American flags, man. Y'all are cooking. Nanny's taking the world. Thank you for always being the first one to pull up. One of the first to pull up. Shout out to Shane. Shout out to Nanny's taking the world. Shout out to Shoemaker. Yeah. I got my blues up in the building, baby. And I always feel good when they're in here. Shout out to B. Is Courtney up in here? Is Lisa Marie up in here? What about Katarina? Sweet Angel. Is Sweet Angel up in here? Where's Renee? All right. Where's my crew? Look at all these American flags, man. We got Jared up in Louisiana. What's up, Jared? God bless America. What's going on? Samantha Katz, what's going on? Dory Levon, what's going on? Ian Simon, what's going on? Debbie, what's up? Yeah, I got my people pulling up, and I feel great about it. All right, let's go and jump into these stories right quick. All right, so the story that we have up on the screen, my thumbnail, I want to show y'all this story because mainstream media tried to get rid of it, and we're not going to get rid of it. Let me pull it up on my X feed. Hold on one second. Yeah, baby. Let me go and get this bad boy going for y'all, just so y'all can see what I'm talking about. All right, don't forget, hit the like button, guys. And if you want to share it, hit the share button below the video, copy the link, and share it on all other platforms so that we can get going. All right, let me go ahead and share this with you. Don't forget, guys, if nobody tell you this before, if nobody told you this in a long time, that they love you, I'm going to tell you, I love you. And ain't nothing you can do about it. Hit that like button, gang.
New at 5, a Coon Rapids man now faces charges after a shooting at Wayzata High School's graduation ceremony.
Court documents say surveillance video shows the suspect opening fire. Fox 9's Mike Manzoni joining us now from our newsroom. And Mike, investigators still don't have a motive on this case.
Yeah, Kelsey and Simone, it's unclear what led to this shooting. Prosecutors say 20-year-old Hamza Saeed showed up at the ceremony and shot 2 people, one in the head and another in the leg. It all happened Friday night at the Mariucci Arena in Minneapolis. Court documents say surveillance video shows Saeed fire multiple rounds before running off and then ditching his mask and gown. Prosecutors say he came dressed in a black Somali gown, not a graduation gown. A 49-year-old man was shot in the head. He ended up with a skull fracture and a brain bleed. A 19-year-old suffered a leg wound. Both victims are now in the hospital, or now out of the hospital, I should say. Investigators say that 19-year-old did not cooperate. It's unclear if Saeed was inside the arena before the shooting. He faces multiple assault charges as well as a gun charge. His first court appearance is set for tomorrow afternoon. In the newsroom, Mike Manzoni, Fox 9.
All right. Thank you, Mike.
Now, the reason why I had to show this to you, let me pull this up from my I got to pull this up for you guys because I think it's kind of weird that they only show us things that push propaganda. And that's unfortunate. Here's the picture of the guy right here. Two pictures right here. The guy's name is Hamza Amdurashid Saeed and Amir Malid Ali. And they have been charged with possessing a machine gun in connection with the Wayzata High School, Minnesota graduation ceremony shooting, where they shot somebody's dad in the head. They tried to cause some ruckus. They shot somebody in the head, shot somebody else. Then they tried to run, take off their stuff, throw their mask and whatnot behind the bushes, and then got up out of here. My question is, who put them up to it? Who put them up to it? My second question is, how come mainstream media, and I want y'all to answer this inside the chat. Why do you think mainstream media would not push this? All right. I think I already answered that for myself, why I think they didn't, but I want to hear why you guys believe that they didn't. All right. Let's get into some more stories that they obviously buried, man, because that's what they do. They try to play with us all the damn time, and I'm tired of it. I am tired of it, bro. Like, they really get on my damn nerves, for real. Here's another story that they ended up burying. And this one right here comes from our boy, what's his name? Josh Hawley. Josh Hawley, he does what he do. He's like, what's the guy name that goes to CNN all the time and he just destroys the whole panel? Y'all let me know in the comments his name. Dang it, I can't think of his name right now. He goes to CNN all the time and he just destroys them every single time. Well, this guy, Josh Hawley, he did the exact same thing, and I want y'all to see this right here. Hit the like button, gang. Let's get it.
And how long does that take?
Our policies state that, we will delete their data within 30 days. And in most cases, it is automatic and happens much quickly.
And when you delete it, it's deleted. It's gone forever.
All the genetic data is deleted forever. And yes.
Really? Because that's not what your privacy statement says in the fine print. Let's read it. What your statement says is, we retain personal information for as long as necessary to provide the services and fill the transactions you have requested, to comply with our legal obligations, resolve disputes, enforce agreements, et cetera, et cetera. And then it goes on, 23andMe and or our contracted genotyping laboratory will retain your genetic information even if you choose to delete your account.
Senator, 23andMe, it does not retain any genetic information regarding the consumer once they delete their account. We do.
It says right here that you will retain genetic information, including date of birth and sex, even if you choose to delete your account. This is your privacy policy. I'm just quoting from it.
Senator, to the best of my knowledge, we do not maintain any genetic information.
It says, even if you choose to delete your account, we will retain your genetic information, date of birth and sex, even if you choose to delete your account.
There is some information that we do retain, such as, but not related to the genetic information.
Right.
BS. That's bull sugar honey iced tea, bro. For all of you people who want to know your origins, want to know how far your bloodline spans, 23andMe is keeping your stuff. Not only do they keep all of that, they are about to sell the company to somebody else who will have all of your information that you did not sign on for them to have your stuff. And he won't even admit to it. And the reason why he won't admit to it, because he realizes that this does not sound right. Now that I think about it, now that you read it that way, and what do you mean read it that way? It's not like Josh Hawley is putting any extra stank on it. He's not putting a whole bunch of extra soy sauce and adobo. He's not salt baying any of this. This dude is just reading exactly what's on the contract. They said they will keep all of our sensitive information. And not only that, they're passing it on to another company. And he won't even admit to it. He won't admit to it. Please let me know, why do you think they're doing this? Who are they going to sell our information to? And I'm talking about future selling. Let's talk about who they already sold it to. Who are they already giving it to? Is the government using all of our information? That's why, man, I look at these companies sideways all the daggone time, man. How many of you inside the chat have used 23andMe? Please let me know with a thumbs up if you've used 23andMe already. Because if you have, guess what? They're keeping your sugar honey iced tea, and they won't even accept accountability for it. Josh Hawley is trying to hold them accountable, but nobody likes to be held accountable anymore.
Delete your account.
There is some information that we do retain, such as, but not related to the genetic information.
Right.
But that, such as name, email address,
Oh.
and other.
So even if you delete the account, you retain their name, you retain their email address, you retain their date of birth, you retain their sex, and you retain their genetic information, even if they choose to delete your account. So in other words, don't talk to your suit behind you. Talk to me.
Did you understand that? Even if you try to get in front of this and you delete your account, they don't care. You deleting your account don't mean a damn thing. It just means that you're no longer on there. You're no longer locked in. They still have your stuff, and they're going to do whatever they want with it. We are not private citizens anymore. Everyone has our information, and they can do with it what they will. And when they come to a point where they can clone, I'm going to say this because I'm there. I believe that they're already cloning people. I think that Biden is a clone, to be honest with you. I think that President Biden is a clone. I think that a lot of these superstars who can afford it are clones. I think a lot of these billionaires who can afford clones are clones. But when they can legally do it and openly do it, and people can walk down the street with their clones, train their clones, the same way that we train AI, where we type into Chat GPT certain prompts and we tell it what to do. We are training AI. We are training Chat GPT, Claude.ai, Perplexity, V.io, you name it, Notion, you name it. We are training them all with our intelligence. How many of you guys remember the movie The Terminator? Huh? These robots don't make themselves. That's why I said way before, and I don't know if y'all remember this, feel free to go back and peruse. And if I find the live stream, I will go ahead and repost it on X or something like that, just so you guys can see it. But this is another reason why I want Elon Musk to always be happy. I want him to have joy in his heart. I want him to, enjoy life. And I don't want him to get so pissed off, because do you know that this brother has already created robots? He's already created like upstanding robots that the richest of us can afford. Like Kai Cenat, the 23-year-old superstar that's a streamer. He's a live streamer, making more money than NBA players, soccer players, football players by simply streaming his videos and having guests on while they're just making jokes, twerking, eating, dancing, whatever the case it may be. But he already has a couple of these robots that cost $20,000 a piece. $20,000 a piece. And we train these robots. What do you think happens when the person who owns these robots gets pissed off at us? You can't shoot a robot and stop it. You can't choke the hell out of it and stop it. You can't stab a robot and stop it. The only way to shut down the robot is electronically. And the person that owns it can do that. But the person that owns it can also give it demands to tell it to come get us. Y'all do know that a lot of people, real human beings, are shying away from the military, right? What do you think is going to happen when our government get to a point where they no longer start bringing in human beings to join our military? It's going to be robots. Y'all think I'm playing? We're already in the future. Y'all like, man, Van, you tripping. Van is not tripping. Try and tell y'all this right now. Elon Musk has all the makings to be a damn supervillain. When we look at any movie, who in our country that you can name match all of the characteristics of a damn supervillain? You know what? I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet. He also matches all of the characteristics to be a superhero. Let's be optimistic, man. It's early in the morning. God is good. Hallelujah. Amen. Let's give the church, let's give God a hand clap of praise for waking us up this morning. Amen. He also has, let's be optimistic. Let's be positive. Elon Musk has all of the makings to be a superhero. But on the flip side, he is also the guy that owns all of the robots. Most of the robots. And since he's already put the blueprint out there, y'all do see that other people are starting to follow his lead and create their own vehicles, their own robots. The government in New York, they already have robot dogs walking the streets. On certain college campuses, they have robots delivering food to people's campuses under Uber Eats. They have vehicles driving people right now, going to pick up people in Ubers and Lyfts, and there's no driver. It's just a damn, who's up front? Who's driving me? You can get in the Tesla right now and just tell it what the daggone, tell it, just take me here, take me there. You can get in a nice car right now and it will park you. It will drive you. Listen, I'm not trying to put fear in your heart, fear in your heart at all. I'm just trying to give y'all my point of view. That's it. That's it. That's why when Elon Musk started really going in on Trump, I was like, yo, calm this down. Somebody go over there and give this man a hug or something. Hopefully this don't go too far, because calm it down. Calm it down. I don't want to see how far this brother can take it. Okay. I'm just saying. So this is another story that they buried. Y'all like, Van, you tripping this morning. Let's change this the vibe for the moment. How are you guys doing? You doing well? How many of y'all have given God praise this morning? Just thank them for grace and mercy. How many of you guys have done that? How many of you woke up this morning and said, thank you, God, for another day. Whew, thank you for I'm breathing. Thank you that I'm healthy. Thank you that I can walk to the bathroom by myself and feed myself by myself. I can drink something without a tube. Try and change it just a little bit. Let's put some positivity in the air. Let's not talk about all these things that's happening all over the world. Sorry, we got to. All right. For our next story, we're going to talk about hold on one second. Let me pull this up right here, because it's just things that I'm concerned about, that I like to talk about. Let's talk about something fun. Let's talk about how hot Melania Trump looked at Les Miserables. Let's talk about that. President Trump and his wife, they went to see the play. Is it a play or is it a musical? Les Miserables, huh? Well, apparently because they went, a lot of superstars said, "Oh, since they're going, we're not going. We're going to boycott this. Superstars and regular citizens just said, oh, Trump is going to be in the building. I'm not going. Nobody cares if you're going to give up your fun because somebody's going to be in the building. And that's not even a big story. Let me tell y'all something. American citizens love Trump. They love him. Did y'all not see the fights, the UFC fights over the weekend? When Trump walked up in the building, he got applauded again. And this time he wasn't with Elon. Elon, we're beefing right now. You can't go with me. Yeah, you stay home. You're on timeout. Which might be another reason why Elon decided to back away and say, you know what, maybe I apologize, bro. I wanted to go to the UFC fights and you didn't even invite me and hurt my feelings. I was supposed to be there with you, with who's next to Dana and all of the other stars and Mike Tyson right behind and everything. Trump is up there. All of these UFC fighters, after they whoop somebody's ass and represent America, will come down there and shake Trump's hand and want to take a picture with him and show love to him. So all of these fake ass people around the country acting as if people don't like Trump. It's bull, sugar, honey, iced tea, bro. They love him. And also, shout out to all of the people in LA that are rioting right now, acting as if all of America feel that way. That's not the case. I was talking to JoJo today, last night, my son JoJo. Do y'all not realize that what Tom Homan is doing is what people voted Trump in office for to do? That's why Trump is the president right now. Because we got all of these ungrateful, entitled ass people from other countries that feel like we have to do something for them when we do not. You guys have obligations too. It's not my fault, nor is it taxpaying citizens' fault that you've been here for 5, 10, 15, 20 years and you're still not a damn citizen. But you was able to start a business. You was able to buy a house. You was able to buy a car. You was able to do all these different things and act like a cosplay as an American citizen. You was able to send money back to your people in other countries and bring them over. But you wasn't able to get your citizenship. Man, stop making all these damn excuses. Saying all that to say this. And I'm gonna jump into it, man. Now listen, I promise y'all I'm not gonna go off the rails too much today. All right, I'm not. Before I even talk about Les Miserables and Trump, let me go ahead and read the super chat that just now pulled up. Thank you so much, Luis. I appreciate you. It says, Van, look into Ilhan Omar. She said her president in the Somalian is the Somalian president. Her country is Somalia. I dare U.S. citizens to try to walk over to Mexican border and demand to stay. You are absolutely right. We will get our asses handed over to us. Let us cross the border and just raise up an American flag and say, F y'all, I'm not going nowhere now. Give me a taco and some tequila, goddaggit. I want a taco and some tequila. And I'm not putting this flag down, and I'm not putting my middle finger down. This is not my middle finger. This is 3 fingers, but read between the lines, okay? All right? I don't feel like being a bilingual Christian right now. We cannot just bust up in somebody's house and tell them to kiss our ass and make me a sandwich at the same time. It doesn't work that way. How many of you will let somebody just come up in your house as a guest and say, kiss my ass, I don't like you, but I'm not leaving, and I want you to fix me a sandwich? What you gonna do? Let me know in the chat, okay? Try to be as respectful as you can when you answer. Try to be as respectful as you can when you answer. But what would you do if somebody walked up in your house and said, I don't like this place, it stank, but I'm staying. Give me a pillow, a blanket, and a sandwich right now. Gracias. What would you do? What would you do? Please tell me. Just be honest with me. Brutal honesty only. That's all I ask for on this channel is brutal honesty only. What would you do? I'm gonna tell you what I would do. I'm not gonna tell you what I would do, but they not gonna like what I do. I'm just gonna let you know that. You're not gonna like what I do. You're not coming up in my damn house and telling me what you're not gonna do and what you want me to do for you, and that you're not leaving. Okay, guess what? Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna say, okay, then you can't leave. Hello, 911. We got an intruder that broke into my house, and they said they not leaving. If you, I don't know what's going to happen from the time that I hang up and you get here, but I'm going to have me some fun. Click, click. I'm locking you in this bad boy. Which one you want? I'm gonna say, I got bats, I got knives, I got guns, I got what you want. I got some axes, I got some bows, I got some ninja stars, because you're about to fill them all. You telling me what you gonna damn do in my house? I got a dog, get him out your daggone mind. You out your damn mind, bro. Come up in our damn house. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. All right, let's go ahead and run this, man. You guys are absolutely dope. Let's check this out. Hold on one second. Let me go and show y'all this right here. Shout out to Benny Johnson, by the way. How many of you guys watch Benny Johnson? Benny Johnson is a dope guy. All right, here we go. This is Trump and Melania. This is the Donald and Melania Trump at Les Miserables. Let me tell you something, man. Melania is a fox, bro. Melania is she nice and she fly.
It's been reported that some actors may be boycotting.
I couldn't care less. Honestly, I couldn't. All I do is run the country well. The economic numbers, you saw them today. They're setting records. We took $88 billion in tariffs in 2 months, far beyond what anybody expected. There's no inflation. People are happy. People are wealthy. The country is getting back to strength again. That's what I care about. And we're going to have a safe country. We're not going to have what would have happened in Los Angeles. Remember, if I wasn't there, if I didn't act quickly on that, Los Angeles would be burning to the ground right now. Thank you.
Let me tell you something.
That some actors may be boycotting.
I couldn't care less.
Did y'all hear what he said? We're hearing that some actors are boycotting Les Miserables. This dude said, I couldn't care less. Should I care? This is not a popularity contest. Just in case you look, I mean, blink and open your eyes again. Do you see Kamala? Okay, blink and open your daggone eyes again. Do you see Biden? I don't give a damn about no popularity contest. I am popular. Just in case you didn't know, I'm 81 million votes popular. I'm sorry? Huh? I'm sorry, what? They lost and I won? Why should I care about popularity? Huh? Can you answer that? Could you riddle me that, Batman? Huh? Riddle me that. Hello, somebody. This ain't Scooby-Doo. If you come and pull on my hair, Kamala ain't gonna pop out. They got the right one in office right now. I'm here with my beautiful wife. We came here to have a good damn time. And once we enjoy this show, we gonna go to dinner. Then we gonna go home and bang, bang, bang. Make some presidential love, baby. I don't care about what y'all talking about. Talking about the celebrities and people are boycotting Les Miserables. You want to know why they're boycotting Les Miserables? Because they are Les Miserables. Huh? They Les Miserables. Talking about, I'm here with my daggone lovely lady, bro. We came here to have a good time, take some pictures on the red carpet in front of this board behind us or at the Kennedy Center. And when we're done, we're going to go out to dinner. We're going to eat some steaks, probably sip on some wine. And then we're going to go back to the White House and we're going to have a good time. Y'all can miss me with all that other BS. I run this nation, bro, and I'm doing a good job. Here's the thing. He didn't even talk his sugar honey iced tea. If I was the president, bruh, ask me something like that. Ask me something like that and watch me go off. They picked the right one. All he did was say, look, I'm running this country. The numbers are looking great. What else do you want from me? It's not about popularity. I don't care about all that stuff. Propaganda, I don't care about that. Can me and my wife have a good time, please? You're here to ask me some questions. Could you ask me what my wife is wearing, what I'm wearing, like you would do any other celebrity? Don't ask me no foolishness like, do I care about people boycotting Les Miserables, or whatever it is? I don't care about that. I mean, I already know that they're going to get their money. The Kennedy Center is going to get their money. Whoever's throwing this play, they're going to get their money. But I'm here to set up in the daggone booth and look good. Look at me in my suit. Don't I look good? Huh? Look at me. Huh? Got on my James Bond fit. Huh? Talking about I look like Tom Cruise up in this joint. You better stop playing with me. Huh? When you feeling like a pimp, go ahead and rub your shoulders off. Huh? Talking about. Look at my lady. You see how fine she look? Go ahead, turn around for him, Melania. Hey, go ahead, spin for him, baby. Yeah, they looking at you, baby. They can't look away. I can't look away. What you talking about? Nah, you smell good too. No, I ain't gonna stop playing. No, I ain't gonna stop playing. I know I'm crazy. She talking about, boy, you crazy? You damn right I'm crazy. Crazy for you. Crazy in love. What Beyonce say? Crazy in love? I'm crazy in love, girl. Come on, girl. Let's go ahead up in here and enjoy this show. Huh? Talking about, man, they always trying to cause mischief. That's the daggone problem. The name of the show is Les Miserables, and all these Democrats are Les Miserable. And they want to see us frowning and fighting and burning up the city. They want to see all that stuff. But guess what all these congressmen and congresswomen are doing, these senators are doing that's on the left? They're also at Les Miserables. They're also eating lobster and shrimp and swordfish, mac and cheese and asparagus and mashed potatoes. They also sipping on champagne and popping bottles. They having a good time. Why can't I have a good daggone time? I deserve to have a good time. I'm cleaning up this nation. Better kick rocks in your socks. Leave me alone, lady. You asked your question. Get out my face before I smack in your mouth. Before I shake you. Before I shake the hell out you. He probably even got a daggone manicure before he came to that. Man, I got me a manicure and pedicure for this. Talking about I feel good, I smell good, I look good. We about to go ahead and here have a good time. And when we leave, we're going to continue to have a good daggone time. All right? Even I deserve a break from time to time. All right? Now, go ahead, turn around and walk your ass off somewhere with your camera and your microphone. I'm done with you. I know he didn't say all that, but I wish he did. I wish he daggone did. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments below. I'm going to go ahead and give y'all a quick commercial break, and we be right back. Do not leave. We are cooking. We got like 4 more things to talk about. When we do return, we're going to talk about this whole plane crash that happened, that just now happened. A plane crash happened in London. We're going to talk about how the mayor of Ventura, California, has just accused Trump administration of terrorism by deporting illegal aliens. He's a terrorist for doing his job. Make that make sense. Let's go and run up this this daggone commercial, man. Love y'all. Be right back. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.
I'm Doug Halter, Deputy Mayor of the City of Ventura, and this is absolutely unconscionable what's going on. I had never thought in my life that I would be seeing this sort of disruption and this sort of terrorism attack on our citizens, on our community, on our residents, our friends, our family, our neighbors, our workers, our employers. Everything that impacts one part of our community impacts all of us. And to see this coming from our own country, the country that I was raised by my Italian grandparents to love and be so proud of, and to see this happen, it's just unconscionable. This has got to stop. We've been asking for comprehensive immigration reform for at least 30 years. Now, if he really wants to be a hero, get on it and get it done. And leave our people alone, because we will fight and we defend them. They're part of our community. They will always be a part of our community. I'm Doug Halter, Deputy Mayor of the City of Ventura.
Okay, I have to say this. These immigrants are a part of our community. They are. They are. And if they come here for to seek refuge and they're running away from something and they're running to bigger and better opportunities, we want them here. We just want them to come here and do it the right way. That's it. We're not trying to be disrespectful or be or act as if we don't appreciate them or their or what they bring to the table. That's not the case at all. We just want them to come here the right way, the correct way. But the fact that they're acting like Trump is doing something that's foreign to other presidents is wrong. Barack Obama, deporter in chief. This dude used to get up there and say, I don't care how you came here, but you're about to go back. You're about to get up out of here. And what do you guys do? Y'all just swinging from his nutsack, acting like he got the greatest, beautifulest nutsack in the world, just swinging from it, just dangling from it. Like he can't do no wrong. I got to grab hold of Barack Obama's sack. And then Hillary Clinton, she was speaking the same exact way. In the Biden administration, they blatantly disrespected American citizens. They brought over millions of illegal immigrants, knowing that we will have an issue with it. All right. They was trying to create new voters. They was trying to boost the economy by giving them taxpayer money, putting $1,400 per family in their pockets. They were putting them in shelters, whereas we had American citizens living on the streets. We had veterans living on the streets. They were putting them in brand new hotel rooms and brand new apartments. And we have American citizens living on the streets. No money hitting their bank accounts. We was giving them goodie bags. We was feeding them, clothing them, giving them driver's licenses. We were giving them voter registrations. We was trying to create American citizens overnight just for the Biden administration to look good. Just so that when Biden or Kamala ran for president in 2024, that they will have new voters who appreciated them. Because the voters here knew that they were being pooped on. They knew that we knew that we were being passed over. We were being taken advantage of. American citizens didn't like that. So we voted them out and we voted Trump in. And now that he's here, he's doing exactly what we asked him to do. Promises made. If y'all know the rest, please put that in the chat. Stop falling for this whole virtue signaling thing. They're trying to make us feel bad for doing the right thing. No, we're done with that. You guys tried to make us think that men were women. Y'all tried to put men in women's sports to make us turn the other way and not say anything. Let men use the same bathrooms as my little daughters, as our little daughters and nieces and grandbabies. Let them compete against them in physical sports. And we couldn't say anything. At some point, the adults had to speak up, and we did. Almost 80 plus million people went to that voting booth. And what you're seeing right now with ICE going around and getting them up out of here, we voted for that. Cut that mess out, saying that we are being terroristic. We're being terrorists by doing it. No, we're not. We're being American by doing it. Also, not for nothing, A lot of these individuals don't even appreciate being here in the first place. They're entitled and they believe that we owe them something. We don't owe them sugar, honey, iced tea, Jack. Guys, let me tell y'all something. I say this all the time. When it comes to politics, I'm a novice when it comes to politics. I'm just now learning about it. If you're new to the LFR family, I voted blue my entire life simply because that was the thing to do. I grew up in Washington, D.C., and most of us vote Democrat, period. My favorite politician of all times just so happens to be Mayor Marion Barry. All right? Marion Barry, he was into socialism. He was into giving. I'm going to give y'all this. I'm going to take this taxpayers' money and I'm going to give it to the people in the hood. I'm going to give it to the people in the hood and the city. I'm going to give y'all whatever I want to give y'all. Give y'all. And it matched who he was because he didn't care too much about cleaning up the neighborhoods and cleaning up the hood. He just wanted to give us stuff to mask what we were already dealing with. He gave us summer jobs and everything and said, the violence and everything kept on going up. People were getting killed at an alarming rate, but he was still just giving. And how did he go out? He went out by some hooker setting him up. Yeah, the reporters caught him and a prostitute inside of a hotel doing what Hunter Biden was caught doing on his laptop. Yeah, smoking crack. And then they got him on a video talking about, set me up. I mean, the female dog set me up. Bro, they tried to tell us that what's right is wrong and what's wrong is right. They tried to tell us that the God we serve was too mean and too judgmental. They tried to tell us that Bibles did not belong in the school, but books about gay loving belonged in the school. In elementary schools, they had books detailing homosexual activities. I'm talking about bedroom activities. They had pictures of naked men and women on elementary school books. And when we say something about it, they felt like we were being mean and demeaning to the whole LGBTQAI plus community. They tried to take it as like, it was crazy the last administration. We actually have an adult running this country now, and he's doing what we asked him to do. So if you're going to call him a terrorist, you're calling us terrorists. How in the hell are we terrorists for trying to uphold the Constitution? How are we terrorists because we want to have our freedom of speech? How are we terrorists because we want to have our right to bear arms? We're terrorists for wanting to hold up the Constitution? Make that make sense. How are they getting rid of the American flag in the last administration? And they're putting rainbow flags and Palestinian flags and Ukrainian flags everywhere in place of the American flag. Please make that make sense. How is that conducive to a more powerful, thriving America? Make that make sense. Again, I'm a novice when it comes to politics. I'm not a novice when it comes to common sense. I can get on this platform and I can talk about common sense all day. I might not be able to talk to y'all about the senators and how many colonies and all this other stuff it is, and all these people who are power players in the Congress and what they're supposed to talk about, how they're supposed to vote, and how many people are supposed to vote yay or nay before a bill passes. I won't be able to do that for you. But I can tell you that I raised up my family in a certain way to have honor, integrity, values. And then when I see our government in certain administrations like the Biden-Kamala administration pushing so much deception to our people, that if I won't teach my kids these things, I'm definitely not going to stand up for it in the voting booth. And I go back to my original point. If we were, and this is just being common sense, if we American citizens go into any other country and hold up an American flag and tell that country, screw you, read between the lines. I'm not holding up. Read between the lines. F you. I'm American, but I'm not going anywhere, and y'all can kiss our ass. We will be buried, and the reports will be buried along with it. There won't be a news segment about it. They will take my black ass behind a building, and that will be the last time you see Van. Stop letting these people act like we're the bad guys. We're not the bad guys, bro. We're the ones that want to get order back in place. We're the ones that want to have a stronger military again, because we know that there are actual bad guys out there. We want to protect ourselves from those people. Domestic and foreign. But it's almost like they want to bring about so much chaos just to make a point. Even to the point where they are delivering pallets of bricks to the people who are rioting right now. And we got on video of them beating up police, shooting at police, throwing bricks on their cars from bridges. And then you have the mayor of LA talking about it's a peaceful protest. You have Maxine Waters talking about it's a peaceful protest. You have Dana Bash on CNN talking about it's a peaceful protest. Kiss my ass, man. Let's go to another story, because this one right here is stressing me out. Don't let people talk. Don't let people try to act like you're the wrong one when you're actually trying to do right. All of us know people from other countries who are loving people, hardworking people, amazing individuals, joyful people. And we want to see them become citizens of our country. Most of us come from immigrants. Either we came on a slave ship, the Mayflower, or we were here before as natives. Either way, we just want to be peaceful, man. How many of you just want to have a peaceful life? You want to see your kids grow older with some values and be proud of their country they're from and they live in. You want to see them have babies and have grandkids themselves, and be able to have opportunities to do great things and thrive. We don't want all of this daggone chaos and mischief. We want there to be joyfulness and peace for us all. Don't nobody want all of this BS. They passing out bricks. They passing out expensive ass masks to them. They're already planning to do something to Trump. Do something at Trump's parade. Hopefully do something. They want to do something to him on June 14th. Come on, man. When did it become cool to celebrate people who take advantage of take advantage of women and children? When did it become cool to celebrate people who riot stores, who bust up in people's businesses that they worked hard to build, who go around spraying paint all over people's property and buildings? When do we start praising that? When did that become cool? Well, it always been cool, but it's nothing to praise. It's nothing to, you don't want those people in your neighborhood. What if they came and did to you what they're doing to the police? Think about that. How would you feel if one of them came and threw a brick through your window in your home? How would you feel if you came outside and your car had a brick in the windshield and it had spray paint on it that says F you, F America, Mexico, Viva Mexico? What if you came outside and you saw somebody spray paint Viva Mexico and you got a brick in your windshield, how would you feel about that? Would you still feel like taking up for him? No, you're going to be like, oh, hell nah, damn that. What the hell? This is BS. What the hell? That's what you're going to be like. What the hell? What the hell, Yante? What the hell he on? What the hell he Trump? You're going to be like, what the hell? Hello, 911? Huh? Can you come get these bastards, please? I don't care where you take them. You can take them to jail. You can take them to hell. You can take them to their own jail. You can take them to their own countries. I don't give a damn. We don't say nothing until it happens to us personally. You all are trying to push an agenda. We caught on to your sugar honey iced tea. We're not letting it happen no more. And now you're like, oh, they caught us. We need to get in front of this and act like they are the ones doing it. You're projecting. We know projection when we see it. I'm sorry, guys. This is in the morning. Y'all know how I get in the morning. Y'all know how I get in the morning. But tell the truth, guys, in the chat. Like, who said it? Kristen. Thank you. Kristen said, I will be pissed. I will be pissed. And that's either side. Whether you MAGA or whether you pro Kamala, the whole circle jerk, I don't give a damn, bro. Don't nobody want to be victimized. People want to live in a clean, thriving, healthy society. At least I do. Maybe that's foreign. Maybe wanting to live a long, thriving life and see my kids grow up in a beautiful country that they can be proud of is no longer the good thing to do. Maybe that's demonic. I don't know. Maybe that's selfish. But you'll be pissed. I would love to hear what Maxine, I would love to be right there standing on the sidewalk, eating some chips when Maxine Waters comes outside and she sees that somebody threw a brick through her car and wrote Viva Mexico on her daggone her car. I would like to see how she feel. I'd be like, oh, let's see how she handles this. I want to see how you handle it. They are all full of sugar honey iced tea. They wake up in their mansions, yawn. Thank you, Lord, for waking me up in America another day. Because if you would have woke me up in Mexico, I would have went crazy. If it's not on a vacation. Because that's the only time they go to any of these places. And they don't stay longer than a daggone week. They cannot wait to get back to this country. And when they do go visit those countries, they never visit the locals. They stay at a villa on some type of all-inclusive location. They stay in the best part of these countries just for a week. I want to go swimming. I want to enjoy the sun. Feel the white sand in my toes. And then I want to get back to my country that they hate. They only hate it when they're not in power. At least that's how I feel. Anyway, let's move on. These daggone people are getting on my daggone nerves. Also, guys, if you're looking to start a YouTube channel, make sure you reach out to me. I am very comfortable in coaching now. I feel great about where we are. I feel great about the knowledge transfer, getting people to where they're going. So make sure you reach out to me, or you can join the link, the very first link inside of the descriptions to the YouTube course. I didn't always have a YouTube course. Now I have one. I'm very proud of it. And our private group, you get to join that as well and join us in our private group calls, which are absolutely amazing. And if you're looking for the white glove service where you want a whole team behind you to edit your videos and do thumbnails and all those things, all you want to do is just record and then get back to your day. And then you want to look up on your channel the next day and see some videos thumbnailed and ready to go, then that's the VIP. I would love to talk to you about it. Make sure you email me with the word VIP, and all of that is inside the descriptions. Okay, let's get to the next thing. Yeah. I'm trying not to be too mean today, guys. So hopefully if I get too upset or I get too angry, calm me down just a little bit. Just be like, Van, chill, bro. Relax. Dial it back a little bit. Just bring it back just a little bit, brother. Come on, Van. Dial it back. All right. Okay, there you go. Okay, there you go. All right, so apparently David Hogg is out. He's out at the DNC. I want y'all to see this right here. So David Hogg is out at the DNC. Apparently, he got removed from his position as the vice chair, and they voted 294 to 99 diversity quotas. But they say here's the kicker. In a previous Veritas bombshell, Hogg exposed Jill Biden's chief of staff, Anthony Bernal, as the real power behind the Biden White House. I want y'all to see this right here. I have a video for you guys, and hit that like button if you haven't already. If I'm going too crazy on the screen right now,
the question for me is like, how,
man, be like, Van, dial it back just a little bit, brother. Just dial it back a little bit. Here we go. And thanks again for pulling up to Morning Vantage, episode number 42. And I appreciate you, Treebeard, for helping the brother out. Shout out to all my blues. Please show them a level of respect inside of the chat. They are absolutely phenomenal. And if you're watching me from X, if you quote and share this video, share this live stream, I will make sure that I follow you back. All right, gang? I will follow you back. I've been doing that lately, and I've been meeting some great people. People have been sending me DMs and all that other stuff. And if you're looking to be coached, hit me up. Let's get it.
the question for me is like, how corrupt is the DNC if so many people knew, or few people knew about Biden, well, the president of the United States?
I mean, I think the fact of the matter is the DNC is always going to be like a campaign arm of the president, ultimately. The bigger issue is like the inner circle that was around Biden. That's it.
And I can't stress to you enough.
Like Joe Biden's chief of staff, like had an enormous amount of power.
Joe Biden?
Joe Biden's chief of staff.
That was like an open secret at that point. Like, I would avoid him. Like, he was scary.
What was his name?
Anthony Trump.
I've never seen him.
Exactly.
What do you mean?
He's like a shadowy, like, Wizard of Oz type figure. That's what made him so, like, I knew how he looked, but I'm like, the general public wouldn't know how this man looked. But he wielded an enormous amount of power, and I can't stress to you how much power he had at the White House.
Man. This dude said, man, he said pretty much when you see him, that's the last time you're going to see him. He's talking about this, like this guy right here is spilling the beans, bro. He's spilling the beans. He said he had an enormous amount of power, and the general public would not know what he looked like. Wow. Y'all better believe it, man. When these people are trying to tell y'all, give y'all inside scoops, believe it. Don't listen, believe it. Do your own research. I'm sorry. I skipped that part. Do your research. All right. Do your research. Verify that this person actually exists. And then believe it. Let's show his picture one more time because hold on, where's his name? Where is he? Let me show his picture one more time. Hold on one second. Where is he? Where is he? This guy right here. Yep. Let me see. Let me show it one more time to you guys so that y'all can see. Do your research. And y'all let me know if it's BS or if it's not. This guy right here. Yep. And y'all already know that Jill Biden had some power. Jill Biden ran the show. Like she was in charge of things. And y'all remember when she used to come up in the room and she saw Kamala up in that bad boy, she did not speak. She didn't care for her at all. Don't know what that's about. She probably didn't like Kamala because Kamala didn't like her. Y'all remember that time when we seen Kamala's husband, Doug? They was at an event and Kamala's husband walked up to Jill Biden and he threw his tongue down her throat. Y'all remember that? Or am I imagining it? Maybe that never happened. I don't know. Did that actually happen? Let me know in the chat if that actually happened. Where Doug walked up in that bad boy and he grabbed her by her little hips because she barely got hips. He grabbed her by her hips and he said, it's so good to see you, First Lady. That's what he said. The videos are out there. The audio is out there. He said, very good to see you, First Lady. And then he threw his tongue down her throat. Y'all remember that? Yeah, man, that happened. But this guy right here, apparently this brother was, he was serious. He was serious. He was serious. Anthony Bernal is his name, the senior advisor to Dr. Jill Biden. Yep. What is done in the dark will come out in the Diddy trial, as they say. All right. Our next story. Apparently there was, let me see. Trump and Melania. Let me see. Dozens were taken into, let's see here. All right. We already talked about that. Let me see here. Apparently there was another crash, a plane crash. I'm going to show this to you guys. If you're sensitive, don't look. If you're sensitive, do not look. Okay. Apparently there was a plane crash in what's it called? I don't even know what the name of this is. An air flight in India that just now came down. And I want y'all to see this right here. I'll show this to y'all. All right. Boom. Padow. Now, it doesn't look like it had like it fell from that far. It looked like it was landing in the middle of landing and it still exploded. But here's what they're saying happened. So AirIndia flight AI 171, a Boeing 787 /8 Dreamliner carrying 242 passengers and crew crashed shortly after takeoff from Ahmedabad International Airport en route to London Gatwick, with the incident occurring in a civilian area near the airport. AirIndia initially reported the crash as an incident on social media, stating they were ascertaining details, while local police and rescue teams recovered at least 30 bodies from a building at the crash site, with more people trapped inside of the plane. The flight departed at 1:39 p.m. IST, which is 8:09 UTC, and it issued a mayday call shortly after takeoff, losing contact with air traffic control before crashing, with visuals showing thick black smoke and debris on fire. The captain had 8,200 hours of flying experience, while the co-pilot had 1,100 hours. And the aircraft was a Boeing 787/8 Dreamliner, registered VT/A&B, operated by AirIndia, majority owned by the Tata Group. The UK Foreign Office and Buckingham Palace acknowledged the crash, with King Charles being updated, and Boeing stated they were gathering information, while conflicting X posts claimed no deaths nor survivors, though official sources did not confirm these. So basically, they are hiding the information until they put out the correct information. Again, though, there were how many people on board? There were, let me see. There were, crap. Where are we? There were 242 passengers, including, not including the crew. So 242 passengers, not including the crew. And based off the information that they did receive, they're saying that they recovered 30 bodies. All right. I'm hearing inside of the chat that 200 people passed, unfortunately. And guys, I have to remind you, I have to remind you, and I know some of you don't want to hear this, but this is the reason why I ask you all every single show. Have you given God thanks for simply being alive today? No man knows the day nor hour that will be our last. Every single day that we have here is a unique day. It's a day we have not seen, and it's a day we will not see again. Thank your lucky stars. Yeah, but I don't care if you thank God that you get to play with your dog one more time. Thank God that you get to listen to your spouse breathe one more time, man. Even if you're filled with ailments, you're sickly, you've been dealing with the same things for a long time, you've been fighting cancer, you've been fighting other things. Thank God that you still have a day to fight. Nobody knows our day, our last day. And a lot of times we focus on all the wrong things. We spend all of our lives chasing wealth, chasing the big houses and cars. Then when we pass on, those houses and cars, they're still here. Either the bank takes them, or a family member takes them, or some stranger moves into it and they enjoy life in it. The thing that we focus our whole lives on, someone else gets joy out of. We get no credit. People forget about us after a few months, sometimes a year, a couple of years. They move on with their lives. While you're here, pay attention to the real things. That's God. That's your family. That's our country. That's it. That's it. That's it, man. You know what? I was thanking God the other day. I was thanking God for blessing me with opportunities and resources. I was thanking God for giving me new ideas to be innovative and help people out. But I also thank God for giving me the health to be able to execute, the mind to be able to put a plan together and actually do it and follow through. Like, it's so many things that we take for granted that we shouldn't. How many times do you thank God for the hair on your head? Just the hair on your head. Why is that important? Because if we were to become ill with something that takes our hair away from us, like cancer or something, we're going to be always thinking about our hair that we no longer have. Why not thank God for today? Thank God that you can write a letter or type. You still have the activity of your limbs. You can take a walk. You can smell the roses. You can just stop and close your eyes and feel the wind hit your face. We get annoyed when our kids talk too much, or we get annoyed when our dogs bark so much. What will happen if we were to lose our hearing abilities? We lose our sight and we can't see them anymore, or can't hear them anymore. Thank God for those little things. I'm telling you, man, this other BS that we stress over means not a damn thing. How many times do we take flights and we just put it in God's hands? And then we land and we're able to reconnect with our families or go on a vacation. Like me and my family, we just now got back from vacation. How often do you land and you thank God for protecting you and your family in the air? Just saying, I'm not trying to be sad or anything like that. I'm just, if anything, I want us to be joyous about life, man. Be joyous about health. Be joyous about friendships. Be joyous about having relatives who love you, who care about you. Sometimes when our phone rings, we get annoyed. Oh, they calling us again. They calling me again. What about if they stop calling you? What if they stop caring about you altogether? Like, Come on, man. Thank God for those people who are set out here to help people. Thank God for nurses who are caring for other people. Thank God for doctors who are blessed with hands and minds to take care of others. Thank God for policemen, firemen, the military. Thank God for our president. Thank God that you were born in a country that cares about you enough to make sure that you have rights, that you are respected for who you are. Like, come on, there's so much to thank God for. It's crazy, man. And we go out of our way not to thank him at all. We go out of our way just to complain and be miserable, be upset and feel like somebody owes us something. We get mad as hell at a restaurant employee for forgetting to put cheese on our sandwich or putting cheese on our sandwich. I said no mayonnaise. You put extra mayonnaise, I'm mad. You driving around in your car and you get mad that somebody speed past you or somebody's on your bumper. If they're on your bumper and they're in a rush, have you ever thought about just moving over and letting them go? Obviously, they have somewhere to be. You don't. Go ahead. Be careful. When I'm driving sometimes and I see somebody on a motorcycle drive real fast past me, because it happens a lot. I don't know why I do this, but it's been something I've been doing for a long time. I would create like a cross with my fingers. I don't know what that means, but that to me just means be safe. God bless you. May God cover you while you're on this while you're on this daggone motorcycle. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. My brother Jeff, what's going on, Jeff? Yankee Jeff? A man complained he had no shoes until he met a man with no feet. Hopefully y'all picking up what he putting down. Thank you, Jeff. All right, let's move on to our next story. Now, this lady right here, when I came across the story right here, it broke my heart, man, because this young lady, she used to be on TV all the time. So I used to watch a whole bunch of like MTV and stuff like that. And this young lady right here, she just now passed away. Her name is Ananda Lewis. Here's her picture. When I saw her, the very first thing I was like, oh man, she's so beautiful. How in the world she passed so young? She's so beautiful, as if beautiful people don't pass away. But apparently, cancer, breast cancer to be specific, came over her life, man. And just, you know what I mean? It was her time to go. It was her time to go. She's 52 years old. I am so tired of hearing 52-year-olds are passing away. I thought that we were all supposed to live to at least 80, 85. Nah, man. People who are 40, people who are in their 30s, people who are in their 20s, things like cancer are taking them up out of here. With all the new technologies, with all of the new innovations, the things that we are able to do, how come we can't get cancer up out of here? Here's my thought. I think we can get cancer up out of here. I just think that this is way more lucrative to have cancer stay. I think it's way more lucrative to maintain these illnesses, because they look at us like sheep from the time we're born. From the time we are born, they make a whole poop ton of money off of us. From our birth, then they tag us with a social security number where they track us for the rest of our lives. We have to get mandatory treatment, mandatory shots. And they're keeping us alive. They are taking care of us, but all of us are the lifespan of every single hospital, all doctors, nurses, and whatnot. Then when it comes time for us to be old enough to experience certain ailments, heart disease, cancers, failed kidneys, you name it, I believe that the technology is great enough and the medicines are great enough to completely kill these things. But I think it's more lucrative to them that they keep us sick. I think that they make more money off of the medicines than they do off of curing us of any illnesses and diseases that we face. Is that a bad way to look at things? Probably so. Is that a conspiracy way of doing? Maybe. I don't know. I just hate cancer. And I'm being a sucker about it, but I just hate cancer. Here's a video of her right here. They're talking about her situation. I just want to share this with you all. Please make sure you hit the like button, guys, for this live stream. And I appreciate y'all being here. Welcome again to the Morning Vantage, episode number 42. I am Van, and I really appreciate every last one of you guys.
I couldn't handle doing such a drastic surgery in my life at that time. I was a stay-at-home mom, homeschooling my son. Cancer doesn't come and replace all the other stuff you have to do. Cancer happens on top of your life. And for me, it was just too overwhelming in the beginning.
So tell me about the options that you did utilize at that point.
So at first I cleaned up my diet, right? And so the high dose vitamin C IVs, there's tons of studies around high dose vitamin C combined with hyperbarics. At the same time, I was being monitored by doctors. I didn't just turn my back on medicine. I spent 16 weeks in Arizona. I did fractionated chemotherapy. So it's 10 to 20% of what you would normally do.
Her initial results looked promising. Her tumor seemed to stabilize, but in 2023, she learned her cancer had progressed to stage 4, which means that it spread to other parts of her body.
Stage 4 breast cancer is not a death sentence anymore. And women live very good lives with it. And again, there are women who have done everything they were supposed to do that end up stage 4 anyway. So I feel like if this is where I was supposed to end up, this is where I'm going to end up. And either way, I'm going to address it with the same attitude and, resilience that I address anything with.
While Ananda says she has no regrets about the choices she made, some have questioned her decision not to have the surgery years earlier.
None of those people know me, and they don't know the details of my situation. I'm not going to sit here and battle people about their opinions. That has no bearing on my life. It's a waste of my time, and I don't have time to waste. Life owes me nothing. Every day I get, I'm grateful for. What I do is focus on what I can fix and what I can control. That is my enjoyment of life, my gratitude.
Ananda says she's doing great. She's being treated by several oncologists and is living a life filled with joy. What is your hope that sharing your story now is going to do for other women who either are going through this or who may be going through this in the future?
I really look forward to a time where women are given the full picture by the doctors they trust. And I think it's really important to remember you're not just trying to kill the cancer. That is the most important thing you're doing. But all the things around that, supporting your body, feeling good about yourself. And this is why I stand behind my choices. I'm certainly not trying to encourage other women to go this route. People need to do what works for their lives. But
R.I.P. to that beautiful young lady. Queen B says they have the cure. But a patient cured is a patient lost, is a customer lost. How many of you believe that this is true? I like to believe that, they will have our best interests at heart, but unfortunately, I believe we've come so far and I believe that they can cure as much as they want to. They got a cure for a soft dingling. One thing you got to do is pop a pill and boing, oing, 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 or drink a liquid and boing, oing, oing, oing. Y'all know me. I try to bring a little bit of laughter into situations like this, but I'm just saying, man, they got a cure for things that they want to have a cure for. And it's always a temporary cure. It's always very temporary. Boom. There's a temporary cure. Boom. There's another temporary cure. Boom. Temporary cure. And at the same time, the temporary cures negatively impact us in some type of way, either mentally or body-wise. And I don't know, man. Continue to pray for yourselves. Pray for our world, our country, the ones you love. Every day I thank God for people who have me and my family's best interests at heart. Very selfish prayer, but I pray for everyone who have me and my family's best interests at heart. Yeah. Yeah, Tree Beard. I don't know why you put that in here, but bro, you suck for putting that in here, bro. You suck. That was Tree Beard that put that in here. All right. So how many of you guys know the song that says, watch me whip, watch me nay-nay, watch me whip, whip, watch me nay-nay, watch me whip, watch me nay-nay, watch me whip, whip, watch me nay-nay. Y'all know that song? Well, apparently that young guy just now received 30 years in jail for shooting his cousin, shooting and killing his cousin. Here's a story right here. Boom. That youngin' actually had a future. All right. So check this out right here. It says for immediate release. Statement from Ricky Silento and his team. It says, well, first of all, let me tell y'all what happened. I want to be specific, let you know what happens. Okay. So a guilty plea and sentencing. Atlanta rapper Silento, who sung Watch Me Whip, Nene, that song. Let me see. Known for Watch Me, pleaded guilty but mentally ill to charges related to the 2021 killing of his cousin, Frederick Rooks III, and was sentenced to 30 years in prison. Frederick Rooks was found shot multiple times at a home in DeKalb County on January 21st, 2021. January 21st, 2021, and Silento was arrested weeks later after evidence linked him to the crime. Evidence and confession. Silento admitted to shooting Rooks after his arrest, and physical evidence, including bullet casings matching a gun found with him and GPS data placing his white BMW SUV at the scene, corroborated his confession. Silento's plea of guilty but mentally ill was supported by his publicist's statement that he had been suffering from mental health issues, and the plea deal resulted in a reduced charge from malice murder to voluntary manslaughter. A family member of the victim noted that Rooks was last seen with Silento, who picked him up in a white SUV, and the victim's sister expressed hope that Silento would reflect on his actions during time in custody. So his people released this. They said, I've spoken with directly with Silento, Ricky, and he would like to extend his heartfelt gratitude to everyone who has reached out with prayers, words of encouragement, and support during this incredibly difficult time. Ricky wants his family, fans, and supporters to know that he is deeply sorry for the pain and disappointment he has caused. I will continue to make music and work on becoming the best possible version of myself. I can't reverse time, but I can serve the time I've been given lawfully and strive to positively contribute to whatever my new environment may be. I entered this industry as a teenager, often without proper guidance nor direction. While that is not an excuse, it is part of my truth. I pray for growth, evolution, and the ability to find forgiveness for myself and for this entire situation. God bless y'all. This statement marks a step forward toward healing and much needed closure for everyone affected. We kindly ask the public to continue praying for all parties involved, especially Ricky, as he continues to battle severe mental health challenges. Thank you for your continued passion and understanding. So this is something that, you know, that was sent out by his folk. This is a video that he was in, the Watch Me song. This is how young he was when he first got into the game. Blew up and got super wealthy doing his thing. So yeah, 30 years, 30 freaking years. 2 lives gone. Whole families messed up over this. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, yeah. Thanks again to Treebeard for that crazy story. If that made you sad, blame Treebeard. Okay. Guys, thank y'all so much for joining me today at the Morning Vantage, episode number 42. I greatly appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. Please let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it or not, and what stories you would like for me to cover next time. That would be absolutely appreciated. For everybody who's considering doing YouTube yourselves, whether you're 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, and you want to start your YouTube journey and you just don't know where to start, won't you go ahead and tap that YouTube course, the very first link inside of the descriptions right underneath my YouTube video, and check that out. And if you need extra help with your editing, thumbnails, or any of that, reach out to me with the word VIP. Let's have a conversation, and I'll let you know whether or not we can move forward. But until then, love y'all. Y'all have an amazing rest of the day. Continue to treat one another with kindness, dignity, and respect. Mainly yourself. The person that's in the mirror is extremely important. Should be the most important person to you in your life. This world is dark and mean enough. Do not be mean to yourself. All right. Love y'all. I'll see y'all on the next live stream. And we're checking out with this joint right here. Y'all have an amazing day. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age. I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.